Good afternoon. Welcome to Gesu School. My name is Diamond Wallace, and I'm currently in the 7th grade. I have been at Gesu since kindergarten. Today's topic is very interesting to me because I hope to attend Mary and Mercy High School when I graduate from Gesu. I want to go to an academic high school that will help me acquire the skills I will need for college and medical school. I hope to become a surgeon someday. I know that getting a good education now will prepare me for a successful life. Education is very important to my family. My father encourages my brother and I to do our best in school. My brother is currently a student at Crystal Ray High School. It is now my great honor to introduce to you the president of Gesu School, Mr. Brian Carter.
Thank you very much, Diamond, and thank you to the Gesu School Choir, and of course, thank you to Mr. Ratliff. I'm going to deviate from my prepared comments for a brief moment to make an announcement I think is extremely important. And at Gesu School, we have a saying that we believe wholeheartedly, and the saying is, Gesu isn't Gesu without you. So Gesu isn't Gesu without you, our friends, but most importantly, Gesu isn't Gesu without my partners in leadership, the Sisters and Servants of the Immaculate Heart of Mary. And so yesterday and today have been very special days for us at Gesu School, and you should know that I'm taking my life in my hands when I do this for Sister Ellen, but she'll forgive me later. But yesterday was Sister Pat's birthday, our vice principal, and today is Sister Ellen's birthday, our principal. So I want to say happy birthday to Sister Pat and Sister Ellen. In addition, I would be remiss to not recognize our Jesuit partners, as tomorrow is Father Burr's birthday. And as many of you know, when we became an independent school 21 years ago, Father Burr was the first president of Gesu School, and he's now the president at St. Joseph's Prep. So at the end of the session, during the reception, there will be a birthday cake to celebrate their birthdays. I now want to also thank our sponsors who make this event possible with their support, and that's Cozen O'Connor, Morgan Lewis, Glenn Mead, J.P. Morgan Chase, Locust Capital Management, as well as Shipley, the Prep, Philadelphia School Partnership, Mark and Paula Solomon, and Craig White. So thank you very much for your support. I met Andre and saw the film The Prep School Negro about 3 years ago, and I had the opportunity because our board chair, Gordon Cooney, had an invitation and invited me to join him to see the film at Malvern Prep, the other Prep, Malvern Prep. And I came away from the film saying to myself, this is something that our parents and our children need to be exposed to. As well, this is something that would make a wonderful topic for a symposium. So I'm happy to announce that last night we screened and previewed the film with our families, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. And today we have the opportunity to have Andre share the film with us, as well as we have an esteemed panel that will be the catalyst for a lot of discussion and thought-provoking interaction. But why the Prep School Negro? As you know, Gesu School is 99% African American. And our children's experience really mirrors what Andre experienced. Our children grow up in deep poverty situations. Our children attend a great school, Gesu School, and then they go on to attend top independent academic high schools, Catholic high schools as well. And so what it stood out for me is when Andre left his elementary school and went to Germantown Friends School, our children are doing the same thing. So they go from one school where they see primarily African American faces in the classroom to another school where they may be one of 3 black students in an English class. So my question again is, how are we at Gesu preparing our children for that reality? And then how are our partner schools, our receiving schools, supporting the children so that that experience at the new school is a positive experience? So I think that's going to be an opportunity for us to hear from our panel, to hear from you in terms of questions that you might have, and as well as observations that you might have to share this afternoon. So I want to introduce Andre and have Andre come up and join us and talk a little bit about the film and what you'll see today. So Andre, if you could please join us.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Wonderful. I grew up in a Southern Baptist church just down the road, so I like call and response. I'm really honored to be here this afternoon. I attended a Catholic school in West Oak Lane called St. Athanasius before going to Germantown Friends School. And I met a friend, we climbed the stairs together, that actually grew up a block, who lived in West Oak Lane a block down from me, so I can't wait for you. I'm looking for you. Can't wait for you to see the film. Hey, there you are. See the film, recognize our neighborhood, which has changed a lot. So this film has been on a very interesting road. I've been to over 300 high schools and colleges where I share the film and have a conversation. I like to stress to people that this is my individual story. It's not the story of every single student of color in private schools. It is a story that I chose to tell. I started out making one story and it became something else as things in my life changed very quickly, which you'll see pretty soon on in the film. And what I ask people to do when they watch the film is to think about where your heart and your mind meet. Where does the emotional self find the intellectual self? Where do they come together? Try and look at the film through that lens. Also, look for yourself in the film. You may relate to the film in ways that may surprise you as we watch. And we developed a curriculum that goes along with the film that we use when we take to high schools and colleges. And we ask people to think about 3 questions that come from what are the screening curriculum pieces. And I'll ask you all to do that today. So I'll give you 3 small assignments to do while watching the film. And the first one is, I'd like you to think about the title of the film. When you first heard the Prep School Negro, what ran through your mind the first time you heard that? After watching the film, I'd like you to revisit that question and that title in terms of your reaction to the title of the film. Once again, what were your reactions to the title of the film before and after watching the movie? The second thing I want you to think about is, what do you imagine a film would be about? Maybe you've seen a trailer, you heard some discussion from Mr. Bryan about what he saw and witnessed. What do you imagine a film would be about? After watching it, is it what you expected? And the last one is a fun one for me. I get to travel the country and work as an artist, and I've always had a love for words. And I ask people to think about the one word that comes to mind when they watch the film. What's the one word that may pop into your head? And you can share that with yourself, share with your friends. We have a Facebook fan page we use to spread the idea of the film. You can post it there. However you want to experience that last idea is up to you. But once again, review our assignments for today. We're going to think about the title of the film before and after. We're going to think about what we imagine the film would be about versus what it is. And then finally, we're going to think about the one word that comes to mind. And I'll also reiterate the notion of thinking about where our hearts and our minds meet as you watch the film. Really trying to find yourself, open up and have the experience. And a few little small notes. We're going to see a trailer that'll play before the film. It's our next, my company's next film. It's called I'm Not Racist, Am I? We follow 12 New York City high school kids around for an academic year, exploring the notion of racism and what does it mean and how do they experience it with their friends and family. So the trailer will play up, and then we'll kind of keep the lights down until the credits roll, because it's a shot that's relevant for the film. I think I'll come back and give a few notes, and then we'll move into our panel. So once again, thank you so much to the Gesu School for having me out, and the whole community for welcoming me with open arms. It's really excited to be here and share this with you, and we'll see you after the screening. Thanks.